Alright, in this video I wanted to showcase a couple different uses for the energy Doomlilly weapon. I think it's one of my favorite weapons. Right here, the magic version. Obviously it can toggle, so if you're a hybrid you can use it in magic form through spellcasts, or you can use it through let's see here. You can use it through bonks and stuff like that. I forgot to, let's do something really quick. I've tested a couple different ideas with it. As far as guests go, you can use that hunter prototype guest that does a toggle. You could basically alter its element between harm and energy, and it works very well. It's overcharged. Let's see, I think what I'm looking for is here. Yeah, so Deathless Knight follows your weapon element, and then it also has a toggle to make it go berserk. So basically you get increased damage at a much lower accuracy, and that's actually quite fine, because what we're going to be using here actually is a couple different things. We're going to be using Werewolf, which will give you def boost plus damage increase, and then we're going to go ahead and use energy jelly. Most of the time we'll go with that guy on the SP heal. And then we're going to use Tropo Shield. And if you remember, Dark Invader has the def loss. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually use Celerity. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually, the first turn I'm actually going to use Werewolf, and it should inflict. So what we're going to end up with here is got the defense loss of -9, that's to everything, and then it also inflicted, it looks like it inflicted, let's see here, negative 17.3 to energy and fire. So we're going to be doing energy here, so it should work. And then, so now that that's there, I'm going to go ahead and use Power Gauntlet, which will extend this guy here. And then I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to use Night Slayer Grasp. Night Slayer Grasp will do energy burns if you have an energy weapon. It does a different effect based on the element. You could use the Bell of Liberty, which will do energy burns as well. It has a toggle to do blinds. They're very similar in power, but Night Slayer Grasp, which is a token package item, comes with weapons that are shit, but the misc is quite good. And then what I'm going to do here is just do the level 5 Vidra's Judgment. As you can see, it's only going to cost me 50 MP. I'm not sure what it says over here. Maybe there's like 7 SP or some shit. But, and then it's going to inflict up to 4 hits. And then another thing too, that you can do, and I'll show it in a minute. So I'm going to cast Vidra's. This weapon, you have to re-equip the armor, or it won't work next time. So we're going to have multiple Elevons here, and you're going to see the guest kind of go off. As you can see, it's quite strong. And then if that's not enough, then what you're going to have is the burns start to take over and give a lot more damage. Alright, and this one I'm going to actually do the opposite, just to show something off real quick. Alright, so what we're going to do this time is, instead of the Dark Invader side of things, first we'll do it second, and I'll show you why it's better for you to do it second. Just a second. So we're going to go ahead and, let's see. Alright, I actually did that twice. Alright, so we're going to do Werewolf. I need to re-equip Dark Invader to reset the weapon, or it won't inflict. So here we go with the weapon again. So we have 184% to water and energy. And then this time we have Tropo Shield inflict. So we're going to go with Power Gauntlet. Increases the dual Elevon from the let's see here. So I should have actually done the burn misc. I'll just go ahead and leave it like this. Now we're actually going to do Dark Invader. Tropo Shield will actually inflict a second time here. And then as you can see, that damage was pretty crazy. So on Celerity, Shattered Vestige and Tropo Shield will inflict a second time. And I'll go ahead and just show that off here. It inflicted. Change back into the armor. It inflicted. So you get 2 instances. So I'm going to go ahead and go out and finish this portion of the video up against the practice trainer. Alright, so let's go back into Dark Invader. So we're going to go here. So I'm just going to show you can mow down. This is just versus 100%. It's got 8,000 hit points here. We got Celerity. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do the spell first with the energy misc. So we're going to have a 12 power burn. Now I'm going to go ahead and swap to Werewolf to give my guest more power and re-equip the armor for the same reason for the shield. So we're going to get all these Elevons, and as you can see, mowing down. And then now we're going to see what the burn amount will be. 1946. So we probably did 9 or 10,000 damage here. And all I did was use Dark Invader's skill and a level 5 energy spell, and just let my pet and guest do the rest. Alright, another somewhat kind of a variation, but different too. So here you can actually swap or just do the skill twice. So I've got the energy Cherub. So in this one, it's going to do energy Elevon and scramble the elements, and then act like Prime Chaos Orb. You'll get a 10% damage intake and also a 10% damage increase. So what we're going to do here, so we have 3 hits. So as you can see, we've got the 163 and the 140. And then we also have the Tropo Shield. So I'm going to go ahead and re-equip. Do this again. Each of those will increase. So you have all this. And as you can see, you have some pretty crazy damage. Actually, a little bit more than what we were getting with Dark Invader. So there's a couple there options there for you for the new energy Doomlilly weapon. There's a couple different ways you can use it. You can also bring on Call Monobat and Shattered Vestige, and then just do the same thing. Just cast the level 5, or actually you could cast any energy spell like the normal 653 cost energy spell, and then Call Monobat will actually heal back on a celerity, will actually heal back most of your MP, because you're going to have even though you're casting an energy spell, you're going to have the water elemental vulnerability with it. You're going to have Shattered Vestige, you'll do that twice as well, and then the Monobat, which normally under normal circumstances is not very good, in this case will actually heal back a shit ton of your MP. But I just want to show that off, so that way it kind of shows some ways to use that weapon in particular.